Lord Marshall Kiergaard. This is Tech Priest Alpha Dominion 7-2 of the gloried Lance Battle Cruiser. The Stormbird formation has completed ground assault procedures. I await your command for drop pod release.
This is Kiergaard. We are ready for planetfall to begin the ground assault and prepare for the Reclusiac's arrival. We are ready to launch.
As you wish, Lord Marshall. Astra Militarum command awaits your arrival and reinforcement. May the Omnissiah guide you. Drop pod launch in 3, 2, 1. Drop pod launch successful. Lord Marshall Kiergaard will make planetfall in 5 minutes and 32.
Gloried lads, this is Marshal Kiergaard. What happened?
We are under attack. The High Chaplain's chamber has been compromised. Unknown numbers of assailants. They keep coming.
Gloried lads! Gloried lads! Damn it. Brothers, our link has been severed and we cannot go back. We must focus on our mission. When we make planetfall, we can attempt to reconnect with the gloried lads. But for now, we will channel our fury into our bolters and our blades. May the Emperor guide us and offer no remorse.
To drive the Greenskins back, the Templars have deployed a rapid response strike force. An accomplished swordsmaster and sound tactician, Marshal Kiergaard leads this detachment, aspiring to prove his blade can be just as sharp as his mind. He forms his command alongside Castellan Jorgast, a dogged warrior that craves vengeance upon the Greenskins, and the Emperor's champion Seabrand, who speaks little lest it distract him from his devout blade work. The Marshal takes charge of a full 10-man squad of sword brethren and has directed the Castellan to command 5 more. The Emperor's champion is joined by his own squad of sword brothers, who shall be known as his Blades of Purity. To deliver the Templars' vengeance to the front lines, a Land Raider Crusader has been dispensed. Bristling with weaponry, this mobile fortress will act as Kiergaard's command vehicle, whilst 2 impulsors will carry the Castellan and the Emperor's champion into battle. To support this column, a unit of intercessors forms a rear guard alongside a unit of crusaders to whom Kiergaard hopes to act as an example for the chapter's aspirants. This force has vowed to suffer not the unclean to live, and their blade shall strike fast and deep into the heart of the enemy, for failure is not an option.
Welcome to Mission 1 of the Blackstone Crusade.
Oh, a whole new adventure awaits!
Thank you for taking the helm of the Black Templars on this adventure.
My pleasure.
So, we find ourselves, you've made planetfall, and you are beginning your assault to reinforce what remains of the Astra Militarum lines.
Indeed.
The Raptors are in a spot of bother. They have some special assets that they are trying to get out.
We've come to rescue the commanding officers and special assets.
Exactly. So in the middle of the board there, you have a command squad around a central objective, and there's also an astropath down there as well.
Not sure how I feel about the astropath. I'm a Black Templar, you see.
It's understandable. Over here, we have another squad of guardsmen, and we have a tech priest. So on top of the normal mission parameters for this one, which is hold 1, hold 2, hold more objectives than your opponent, hence claiming this section of the war zone, and killing more units than your opponent, hence Black Templars hate Orks. Yep. You also have 2 completely
mystery objectives.
They are mystery objectives, and you can do them or not. It's completely up to you.
I've been reliably informed I might want to do them, so
yes.
We'll see what comes of that.
It's your choice. So it was not going to help you win this mission, but maybe it will help you win the war. But it's entirely up to you. So I will reveal what those are if you do hold those objectives at the end of the game.
Tantalizing.
But it might mean that you do suffer some consequences in this mission, so it's entirely up to you.
Well, the strike force is ready. Marshal Kiergaard is in command of his Land Raider Crusader. I then have Emperor's champion Seabrand and Castellan Jorgast.
Very good.
Ready to suffer not the unclean to live.
Very well.
Templars vow for this mission. Yeah, I guess I need to just go forth and cleanse.
You do. This is the first wave of the Orks They have seen to the rest of the Raptors, and this is their last stand.
As this is a riposte maneuver, I believe the Templars have the first turn.
Are going first, yes. So as this wave of Orks is oncoming, they are met by the steel and steel of the Black Templars. Enjoying today's video? Here's a quick look at what we've released this week for our on-demand members. These videos join a huge library of exclusive content that grows every week for our on-demand community. If you want instant access to all of these videos and more, head over to table.tactics.tv or download our app and sign up today. Thanks for watching. Now let's head back to the battle.
Hurtling through the ruins of the city, Marshall Kiergaard's Land Raider Crusader emerges alongside the guardsman, pointing its guns towards the Oath of Moment target. Castellan Kiergaard's Impulsor moves up behind this ruin to support his marshal and soon to support the weary guardsman. Moving in support of their Castellan, the intercessors advance up towards the ruins, ready to lay down some counterfire should the guardsman be charged. The Emperor's champion, eager to whet his blade, commands his transport forward to support the lines of the Imperium. Fanning out into the ruins, the Primaris Crusader squad secures the objective and prepares for any rear ambushes. We start the shooting phase with a message of contempt. We're going to open with the Land Raider Crusader, but I'm going to start with the Hunter Killer Missile.
Oh, it's very bold.
It's very bold indeed. This is a bold new world, a bold new campaign. And this is my opening statement, as it were.
Okay.
So the Land Raider Crusader is going to shoot the Hunter Killer and the Multi-Melter into this battle wagon, see if I can start damaging its very armoured hide. Then all the other small arms fire will be going in to the boy.
Excellent.
Hunter Killer Missile is a hit. The Hunter Killer Missile is a wound. -3.
But -2
Because of your ramshackle.
Yes.
Oh, nicely done. Oh, nicely done. Oh, nicely done.
Oh, oh, it got
deflected
over here. An orc in the back went, no, boom.
The baseball bat. Right, the multi-melter. That's 2 hits.
Oh.
This is going to be a little bit trickier here, because you are toughness 10. It hasn't got an hard case, has it?
That one does have an hard case.
Oh, it has a hard case,
yeah.
does it? Well. That is a wound with the multi-melter.
Very nice.
-4.
Oh dear. Oh, it goes through.
What damage do I get from the multi-melter? A respectable 2. Following the devastation of the multi-melter, the rest of the guns on the Crusader erupt into the Ork boys, mowing down 7 of them, turning their green skins into chunks of rotting meat. Following the Land Raiders' lead, the Impulsor opens up into the same Ork boys with a frag missile and its Stormbolters, killing a further 3. A bit of shooting.
Okay.
The Impulsor over there. The Emperor's champion is so keen to kill as many Orks as he can. He's kind of shot everywhere. The Stormbolter has gone into the Ork boys. They're fine. The Crack missile is going to try and shoot into the battle wagon.
Nice.
Then the multi-melter is going to go into those Ork bikes. We'll start with the multi-melter into the Ork bikes. It is 2 hits.
Oh boy.
What is their toughness, sir?
6.
3s to wound you. That is 2 wounds.
Oh.
-4.
I have my invulnerable save. The Whirling Dervish. Oh, one of them dodges it.
The other one takes a wound. He's a bit hot and bothered. He's
half melted.
His wheels come off and he's just running. The Crack missile from the Impulsor then into the battle wagon.
Very good.
Does hit.
Not even half melted.
Might
He's
be
third
trickier.
melted.
That is a wound with the Crack missile.
Oh, you
will
do
go
get it.
through. D6 damage. I'm going to spend a CP.
Yeah, treat
It's made
yourself.
me feel sad. Oh,
Oh, there you go. Nice.
5 damage.
Very nice.
Respectable. That is my shooting phase.
Okay, good opening salvo.
Not too bad at all. Good first turn.
Very good.
We have reinforced the lines and shocked the Orks with our fusillade.
As much as an orc can be shocked.
Yes. However, we have tempted you to come and fight us, and this is exactly where we want you.
Temptation is overwhelming.
Within sword range.
Oh,
I'm not an Ork, I'm a Templar.
Oh, they couldn't give that.
Turn 1 for the Orks begins, and we will begin with a move forwards. The final line of the guardsmen are ready to have their heads caved in. The war bikers rev their engines, billowing smoke. They launch themselves towards the plucky guardsmen. And finally, the battle wagon hurtles its way forward around the corner, getting its guns in range. And following the move by the battle wagon, its eager inhabitants clamber out and ready their firepower. It is the shooting phase, and we will begin with a shock attack gun.
This gives me the fear.
It should do.
No matter-
Especially, I rolled a 5, so I've got 6 shots with it.
Would you like to know a fun fact? Much like the poop catapults from the Skaven, the shock attack gun tends to do best when it plays against me.
Yeah.
Hopefully I've cursed it now, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to shoot the shock attack gun at this here impulsor with
Marvelous.
for a champion and Sire. I'm then going to move on to the kill cannon on the battle wagon. I'm going to fire everything else into your guardsmen, but we'll do that off camp.
Poor guys.
We want the big guns, don't we?
We do want the big guns.
Here we go! Here we
Shock
go!
attack gun. Well, you don't need to be too frightened because I've only hit you once. However, I am re-rolling ones.
You are indeed.
These are both going to turn into 5s and 6s. One of them does.
That's 2 though.
The Zinger.
And it's a dangerous weapon.
It is very dangerous. I'll be winning you on 4s.
It is.
Turns out not that dangerous.
Not that
You
dangerous.
know what? I'm going to treat myself.
I think you should.
Spend a CP on one of those.
Send it away.
I treat myself. I am trapped. So now that's -4.
-4?
There's no cover for you here apart from your guardsmen, which don't count.
I have not a save.
Also, shock and awe tactics, shooting a shock attack gun over the top of those poor guardsmen's heads. They don't know if they're coming or
We'll
going.
look that way and then they're going to turn around and the Ork boy's going to be there.
It's 3 damage.
That's respectable.
Reasonable, isn't
It
it?
is pretty reasonable.
We'll move on to the kill cannon, aka the thrill cannon. Thrilling! Thrilling! It is strength 10, so that is
a wound.
a wound.
The AP here, my good sir.
It's a great question. And the answer is 2.
I do save that, however.
Oh, do you?
But you have injured my impulsor.
Moving on to the rest of the boys with the sluggers and the big shooters from the battle wagon. Limbs, faces, and other body parts are ripped asunder as the guardsmen are whittled down. Belching rounds from their twin dagger guns, the warbikers turn their attention to this impulsor that is beleaguered, and we do plink off one more wound from its mighty hull. And the final bit of shooting, Warboss Man Ripper's own squad of boys have cut down 3 of these guardsmen with their sluggers, and Man Ripper himself unleashed a bolt from his combi weapon, inflicting a devastating wound onto the impulsor. What a legend! Shooting done, slugger shells littering the ground. It's now time for the charge phase. My bikers couldn't fail.
Couldn't fail.
They
Straight
are
up over the sandbags.
very eager, and the knob there is seeking out that tech priest. Yes. Now the boys in the middle with Warboss Man Ripper are going to charge into the guardsmen at the front. Okay, you need to get through this very thin shield to get to the good bits.
How dare... Oh.
It's poor guardsmen.
Just hear the big Vox speaker for the Crusader. Stand firm, men of the Imperium. And they're like, are you joking me? You've not even got out your Land Raider.
The Emperor's with you, lads. No, he's not. We're all dying. Right, choppers first. I'm hit you on 2s because I'm being led by a big man. Ooh. And we also have some sustained.
Oh,
Because of me war horde.
that's more than a full host.
It is. It's 2 more than a full hoose. My goodness gracious. Maybe they'll be fine. Parry, says the guardsman.
Yes.
Parry with your bayonet.
I like that the command squad has very tactically distanced himself from this
Yeah.
meat shield.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, fair to me. I mean, they're putting up a good fight in terms of my failure to wound you.
Amazing what flak armor can do.
3, 6, 9, 10. 16, 17
Oh.
wounds for you.
The way you pause, I was like, only 10? They might pull through. Oh no. So 16?
I'll pull them through themselves.
Oh, God.
With my hooks and choppers.
2, 4, 6, 8,
You ever
10,
got inside out before?
14, 16, did you say?
17.
Yeah!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You actually made more guardsmen than there were out of their entrails.
A very different tale on this flank over here. These guardsmen, utilizing the sandbags, hiding behind them. Only 5 of them were cut down. They are bravely holding the line against these warbikers and keeping that tech priest safe. That is the end of the turn. Not a bad start. Very close to dealing with that astropath and the command squad down there. Consolidating into the middle. I've taken that objective. I've taken this objective, although did struggle a bit with these guys, these slippery
held
characters.
The line.
Yeah. And then over there, they're not on the objective, but they are certainly starting to whittle down those guardsmen. So we are on the approach.
I feel for those guardsmen, just imagine like you're there, these orc bikers are charging towards you, trying to breach your sandbags, and you glance behind you, and you see the Emperor's champion leaping off an impulsor.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I'll hang around for a couple more minutes. I want to see how this goes down. Turn 2 for the Black Templars. I have 5 points from holding the battlefield objective. We have secured this cathedral. That is our staging area, and we will press forth to cleanse the other holy sites with get rid of these orcs. They're horrible and they're making the place look untidy.
Yes, I managed to get 5 points last battle round for Purge the Foe.
Did indeed. And that has made us furious as Black Templars, and we shall purge you wholeheartedly.
Well, as the war boss stamps on that last guardsman's head, raises his hands to the sky and bellows.
Oh no.
Throws scabbard. Meeting the war with his own furious battle cries, Marshall Kiergaard descends the assault ramp and faces the Ork war boss eye to eye. The Emperor's champion leaps from atop his impulsor to face down the Ork bikers, joined by his sword brothers, the Blades of Purity. Castellan Jorgas joins the fray, supporting the guardsman after exiting his impulsor with exhortations of rage and fury to keep their spirits aloft. The intercessors move into the ruins as well to provide covering fire for the Castellan's push. The impulsor, having deposited the sword brothers, makes a banking maneuver to bring its multi-melter into range of the battle wagon. After having allowed the Sword Brothers to enter the fray, the Land Raider pulls back to draw a bead onto the Ork boys, and so the Impulsor can scoot round to bring its multi-melter into range of the battle wagon. Start of the shooting phase. Oath of Moment has gone on to the Orks in the middle, so that's going to be a combat situation for Marshall Kiergaard wants the War Boss's head. He hopes by doing so it will break the advance of the Orks, and they'll retreat back into the city so they can be purged with fire. Speaking of fire, the Impulsor over here is going to shoot its multi-melter at the battle wagon to see if it can get lucky.
Not again.
Multi-melter! Misses you once, but does do one hit to wound you. Oh, it's not a wound, but I do have a crack missile. It's a hit. Not a wound, that's fine. I'll quickly move on to the multi-melter from this impulsor that can too see the battle wagon.
Very good.
That is 2 hits. That is 2 wounds.
2 wounds. It is the Wa, so I have my Wa vulnerable saves. I make 1 of them.
So, I can't quite kill it. Especially not with 3 damage. Can I follow it with a crack missile? Does hit. Can it do the damage? That will fail to wound. Still alive, that battle wagon? Following their salvos of heavier weapons, the Impulsors level their storm bolters at the onrushing Ork horde, but don't wound any. Clearly the energy of the Wa protecting their green hides. The Land Raider Crusader then unleashes a punishing salvo into the Ork boys, tearing down 9 of their number. The Castellan Sword Brothers and the Intercessors shoot into the Ork boys, killing a further 3. Last bits of shooting. The Sword Brothers, the Blades of Purity, with the Emperor's Champion, did manage to do a wound with all their various pistols into the bikes. Kiergaard's unit, slightly less successful, despite a number of guns, only killing 1 Ork boy. Clearly combat is fated. Yes. However, the Marshal does ask one of his attendants to fire a plasma pistol overcharged into the battle wagon. It does hit!
Nice.
No wounds. It is overcharged. It was his command. He's okay. He's an adept with the plasma pistol.
Of course.
That does just leave some charges. I mean, the Emperor's Champion and Kiergaard certainly can't fail. But we'll see how these guys get on. Castellan's unit, Jorgast, is going to make a charge into both, really, because he has to declare, into both the battle wagon and the Ork boys. He has his charge. He will claim their heads. Oh, an 11!
Very keen.
He is super keen
Yes.
to wet his blade. The Emperor's Champion is first to the fray. Swing into the Ork bikers.
Yeah.
He might miss you once.
Okay.
But he has lethally wounded you twice.
Oh.
Also, the vowed sworn bladesman from the Sword Brothers will be giving him +1 damage here.
Okay.
Nice. He then wounds you 4 times in total. These are at -3.
Yeah.
And they are 4 damage a pop.
Well, they only got 3 wounds. Is there a different one you want to give him instead of +1 damage?
I just think it's cool.
I mean, overkill, isn't it? How many?
Yeah.
5?
That is 4 wounds.
4
my good sir.
wounds. Right, the power of the War helps me tremendously.
Oh, wow!
Or can Mork intervene?
No way! What's that?
grief.
Only one is slain?
Well, one's exploded.
One, it turns into a fine paste. Right, the rest of his men, the blades of purity.
I shall spread you on my bagel.
Ooh, ooh. Blimey. A couple of misses in there, but also 3 lethal hits, which is very nice.
Yeah.
They will be wounding you here. You are toughness 6.
Yes, I am.
Ooh, 5 to wound you here. Oh, that's not so good from his Valspawn Bladesman. That is just the 3 wounds at -3, however.
-3.
-2, sorry.
Well, they all go through.
They're 2 damage a pop, so another bike is slain.
Yeah.
And then the Castellan of the Blades of Purity.
Oh, very good.
A lethal, but a couple of misses.
Yes.
Does he wound you? He does indeed. That is 2 wounds at -2 and damage 3. Oh, nicely done.
Goodness! We're being proper cunning here, we are.
You are.
And brutal, some would say. I'm going to spend my 2 CP here to interrupt the flow of combat.
Very cheeky.
And I will flow my choppers into your body.
It's like the war boss was prepared. He wanted this.
Yeah.
He was like, wait.
Yeah.
And they start charging. He's like, nah.
Yeah.
And just go through it.
So good. Right.
I am using Armor of Contempt because I want to soften this blow, as it were.
Fair enough. I've rolled an ungodly amount of 1s, but 1, 2, 3, 4,
Life of the Emperor
5
shines upon me.
sustained.
Oh no.
So it's not bad. I'll drop 3. That's quite all right. I'll be winning you on 3s.
Oh, yes, you will.
No, I won't be winning on 4s. Will I? I've forgotten what I am doing. It is 4s.
Do you get +1 strength in the war?
Yes, I'm winning on 3s.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what it was.
We knew there was something.
My last brain cell was like, hey, there's a thing to remember.
Remember the thing.
Right. 3,
Good.
6, 9, 10. 18. 21.
I really like this saying 10, then leaving me hanging, and then just telling me 21.
21 wins.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Oh, 16, 18, 20.
Would be AP1, but you're negating it with your contemptuous
Armor of
armor.
Contempt.
Yes.
Oh! Oh, it has stung
hello.
quite a bit. 1 is dead.
Yeah.
2 is dead.
Hey.
3 are cut down.
We then got the power claw from the knob.
Nice.
A knob's worth. Here we are. All right, no sustained. It is 3 wounds though, because it is a
3
powerful
wounds.
claw. -1.
Hi-up. Oh, 2 more go through, so that's another one dead.
Yes! And then finally, we have Old Man Ripper himself.
Oh no.
He's gonna rip you up.
Right, so I have with him 4 extra attacks because we are in the Waha.
Wow.
A wahoo! With his power claw, hitting on 2s. I miss you once, but I do get a sustained. It is a full house.
Very nice.
He goes for a cheeky
Bob and
duck and
weave.
weave, exactly. It'll be 2s to injure again.
Oh, indeed.
That's 7.
7.
Yes.
AP here?
1 with your armor of contempt.
Hup. Oh, it's gone well.
Oh, it's gone very
What's the
well.
damage?
Just damage 2.
Just kill another 1. You've halved the squad though.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay then. Marshall Kiergaard's unit. He is using his rights of battle to enact the Crusader's wrath.
Yes.
Because my vow is suffer not the unclean to live. I'm getting +1 strength and AP here against these orcs. There will be lethal hits involved here, and there is Oath of Moment, which is very nice indeed.
It is.
So I can turn those mists, frowns, upside down. That is 3 lethal hits already, which is very nice. I will be wounding you here on 3s.
Ooh.
Which hopefully will carve through some orcs. Ooh. I am using the Valsworn Brethren to give me the extra attacks here, because you are just 1 wound. So in total that's 3, 4, 6, 10, 12, 14 wounds from just the Sword Brothers.
11, 12, 13, 14. I should have mentioned my attack squig did attack back. He did not live up to his namesake. He is just squig.
Just squig.
Yeah. Right. So invulnerable saves from the old war. Oh no, it's not bad. Flipping it.
Not bad at all.
Oh, I've settled down. That is though 2, 4, 6, 7 of them cut down.
7. So how many remain?
There are now 2 left.
The Castellan from the unit will clear a path for Kiergaard. Oh, he will indeed.
Yes.
That is 2 lethals and a full house to wound you. Is there a full house?
Oh.
That is 5 wounds at -3. Yes.
Yes, 5 wounds. Okay, here we go. Less good that turn. So what's damage?
2 on these ones.
So the last orc and the knob are dead, and then these wounds go onto the war boss. What's the damage?
2.
He's dead.
He's dead?
He's dead, Jim. You crumped him.
Kiergaard didn't even need to raise his weapon.
He just killed him with will alone.
Pointed,
Yes.
shouted very loudly. Following the Marshal's example, the Castellan lifts his blades, but the war energy is strong in these boys because only 2 are slain. However, due to how the charge was made, some attacks did need to go into the battle wagon and 4 damage was wrought upon its hull.
The blitz of combat continues down here between the bikers and the sword brethren. We have managed to cut down 2 of them with our choppers and power claw. With the final orc retort, only 1 of them was able to attack outside of the knob and the big mech. We did manage though to cut down 1 of them and do 2 damage to another with the associated help from the battle wagon's death roller.
Mission mostly accomplished. The Astra Path is now safely in the hands of Marshal Kiergaard and is likely to be directed into the bowels of the Land Raider Crusader. However, I have suffered a few losses, which isn't ideal because if a whole unit is destroyed, 1 model in the unit can still be alive at the end of the game, but if a whole unit is destroyed, I won't be able to take them into the next game in the campaign.
They're just dead.
They're just dead.
Yeah.
They are Space Marines, they're not so easily replaced.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I have got an Apothecary in the big squad that suffered quite a few losses.
Yeah.
But I can't just charge forward with reckless abandon.
No.
So I do need to be careful, and I do hear the buzzing of engines on the horizon.
Tis the movement phase. The battle wagon is going to sound its very large horn for the boys to get out of the way, which they do. To an extent, I have failed my battle shock, and I do want to fall back with these boys here to embark upon the battle wagon, but I have to take a desperate escape, and 3 of them are dead! So they are actually run over by the battle wagon. So 3 are dead, but the rest, relatively safely, climb aboard. The shooting phase is here. We have arrived with the reinforcements. So both of my Storm Boys units have activated the sandwich maneuver, going for the tech priest in the middle.
You don't want me to have those upgrades?
I would like to understand what that loot is for myself, actually. Thank you.
What's quite amusing is obviously you have privy knowledge to what the tech priest does.
Yeah.
I don't, and your alarming asset investment in removing him makes me think I want to keep him alive. So I'll be very sad.
Well, I'm not near your astropath. I kind of want to take that off you as well.
This my spite spitter.
Right, and my battle wagon has arrived over there, effectively replacing the other one. So I'm going to try and charge into the Castellan and his pals as vengeance for making me fall back as an orc, which I'm personally insulted about. The kill cannon's going to fire into the impulsor in the middle.
Nice.
And there may be an outward chance that I can finish it off. All of the big shooters are going to fire into the intercessors in the building.
Makes complete sense.
We'll start with the kill cannon. Live up to its name. It's a good start.
It's a very good start.
I'll be winning you on 3s because it is strength 10. Another 6.
A foul omen.
It's -2. Oh, Oh. All I need is one more 6.
Triple 6!
Oh, it's the mark of the beast! More of the beast!
It's never been done!
Now we just need one more 6. Does it explode?
Oh,
sad.
Triple 6! It was like it was shooting through the eyes of Gork.
Kill cannon. The rest of the battle wagon shooting is complete. All of the big shooters have rattled 3 wounds off those intercessors. One has dropped, the other one has been wounded. And with not much else to shoot, both units of Storm Boys have unloaded their sluggers into these brave guardsmen, and now their number is 1.
One lone sergeant is all we need.
Shooting is done, it's time for the charges.
Indeed.
Let's see if the battle wagon can replace its battle wagon brother over there. Oh, an 8, tantalizingly close. Oh, I'm gonna do it. Reroll. Wait! Oh, and the same again, you swine! Fair enough. The Stormers over here are going to charge into what remains of the Guardsmen, and more importantly, another 8! What's happening? And then these Storm Boys are going to charge in as well. A 10! That is what we needed because of the Guardsmen that we killed. So, that's really annoying, but at least we can potentially cut down this tech priest.
I don't alarm anyone.
Okay.
Whilst those charges didn't make it, that was more 6s. It's outrageous.
Yeah.
Never seen so many. The tear rolling down his cheek and the inside of his helmet as the Emperor's champion watches Sergeant Colin butchered by the Storm Boys. He raises aloft the black sword. Have his vengeance upon these beasts. There is one lethal hit, but he has missed you twice.
Okay.
He's so upset by what he's witnessed.
Understandable.
He does wound you 3 times. This is -3 and damage 3.
Right. Invulnerable saves. Oh, God.
He kills 3 bikes.
Very well, there is one left.
He cared for Colin, he did. Right, I am evoking Crusader's Wrath, so it'll be extra AP here and extra strength on the Sword Brethren, and they are enacting the extra damage to just try and cut through these bikes.
Fair enough.
The Sword Brothers themselves, a couple of misses there, but that's fine. There is one lethal. To wound you will be 4, so that is 2 wounds there. These will be at -3.
Right. Wow, save.
Damage 2.
Oh, you killed my knob.
Colin!
That's the end of my turn.
It is.
Turn is complete. Not bad. Did manage to take away the tech priest that could have been an asset to you in the rest of the campaign, but he's now dead.
Sergeant.
Been pummeled. The sergeant was never an asset. The sergeant was...
He was a guardsman of the Imperial.
He was a metaphor. Now dead. So I have managed to get an objective back over there. So that will not deny you any points because you are still on 3 of the objectives there. So you're in a really good position.
I'm in a very good position.
I think if I managed to get some of those charges off, it might have been Paintown, USA.
Paintown. However, Marshal Kiergaard raises his sword aloft and brings it down to signal a final charge. The Marshal directs both the Astropath and the command squad to return to the Crusader and safely be removed from the battlefield. The Crusader squad sees the onrushing Storm Boys and heads towards the exit of this cathedral to make a charge and deal with the oncoming ambushers. Marshal Kiergaard and his sword brethren move towards the battle wagon to ensure upon its destruction they can bring their swords down upon the Big Mech and his boys. And then the Land Raider presses forth into the center to secure the middle of the battlefield. Yorgast's Impulsor rounds the corner to provide firing support against this new battle wagon that has emerged to the field. The Castellan lends his support to the Marshal's units in the prosecution of this escaping battle wagon. The Emperor's champion commands his blades of purity form up around him, preparing for a charge into the heart of the enemy. With the Impulsor in support, the Castellan and his sword brothers re-embark upon the transport and leave the fate of the Orks to the more than capable Marshal Kiergaard. The Land Raider Crusader is going to open the shooting phase. To note, oath of moment has been put on the Storm Boys in front of the Emperor's champion. He wants to kill them all. The Land Raider then will shoot its multi-melter first to see if it can open up this damaged battle wagon.
Very good.
Hits you the once. Maybe all I need. It is a wound. This is -4.
Oh, bum.
Does it, oh yeah, because you've got.
I'm wireless.
War Vulnerable's gone.
I'm all wired out.
Oh. It is 2 damage, but it is in melter range, I'm afraid. It has 4 wounds remaining.
I mean, well.
Oh! Oh! See what happens here? Ah. No. No! No! I hope we get at least 1 Kareen in this campaign.
I hope so too.
To support these guardsmen from the onrushing bulk of the Ork war machine, the intercessors level their bolt rifles at the battle wagon, managing to plink 2 wounds of its mighty hull. To support the valiant guardsmen, the intercessors fire their bolt rifles at the onrushing Ork war machine, doing a wound to the battle wagon. The Sword Brothers, to announce their charge, did shoot their sidearms into the Stormboys, but to no avail. They clearly know they want to leave souls alive to be claimed by the Emperor's champion. Last bit of shooting then. The Impulsor will try and finish off this battle wagon. By finish off, hurt the battle wagon because it's only taken a wound. The crack missile does hit to wound. It does not wound. The multi-melter hits you twice. The multi-melter. No wounds. That's fine, that's fine. This is a worry, because it is pressing down upon my sort of central command of the Templars, but I have an Emperor's Champion to slay some Stormboys with. Charges. The Emperor's Champion and his Blades of Purity could not fail. However, we do have Marshall Kiergaard and his Sword Brothers in to the big mechs unit.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed.
Yes.
They will make it in.
Nice.
We then have the Crusaders, who are keen to prove themselves amongst the Black Templar ranks into the Stormboys.
Okay.
They will make that in on an 8.
Lovely.
Chainswords whirring. The Emperor's Champion is going for his sweep this time. Try and sweep through the air and carve down all the Stormboys.
Skyward sweep.
They are the Oath of Moment targets. We'll be able to reroll hits here, which is very nice, because there's a couple of misses. Cheeky champions run out of steam. He does miss you once, but he does hit you all the time. Right, it will be 3s to wound you here with the sweep. Oh, that's not bad. A couple of misses, though. That is 5 wounds at -2.
I don't have a save.
5 dead Stormboys. The Castellan from the... Oh, no, actually, the Sword Brothers will go next.
Okay.
Into the unit. Oath of Moment. Very nice. A couple of lethals there. Very nice. To wound you. That's very respectable. That is 5 wounds there onto your Stormboys.
AP.
-2.
I don't have a save.
5 more are slain.
They're all dead.
They are all dead. The Novitiates and Initiates try and take down the Stormboys and cull half of their number, but a well-timed stratagem, hard as nails, keeps the rest of the squad alive. We come now to the centre of the battlefield, where the Castellan has chopped down the 2 remaining Ork boys from the squad in the centre, leaving just the Knob and the big mech.
You brute.
Marshall Kiergaard now feels it's his finest hour. He wants to do some serious business. 9 attacks, see if he can finish off what's left.
My goodness.
Crusader's Wrath has been enacted here. Oh, he does hit you most of the times, and there's 1 lethal in there. Not too bad. Your toughness is 5, yes? It will be 3s to wound you here.
Yeah.
Okay, drops a couple, but that is 5 wounds at -3.
Yeah.
Damage 2.
Yeah.
Oh, sloughing heads off. Oh.
Bellowing with fury, what remains of the Stormboys have hacked back at the Novitiates, taking down 3 of their number with Chopper and Claw.
It's the future of the chapter you have slain. Well, the Templars did what the Templars do best. That is cleanse greenskins. Did manage to clear up quite a lot of Orks there, which is very good, and have secured the Astropath away into the Land Raider Crusader to try and protect him. However, my Marshal is out into the centre of the ruins.
Yeah.
And you have a furious party bus.
If you're bringing me down, I'm taking you with me. Not going down without a fight, the Pain Boy and his boys steam forwards to try and take the head from the boss of the Templars. Stoking the furnace, the battle wagon bundles around the corner, looking to take down the Marshal. Over here you get, sweet! Falling back over here towards the Emperor's Champion. Because they fancy a body with the big un. Quick summary of the shooting phase. All of the sluggers were unleashed from the boys into the sword brethren, as well as all the big shooters from the battle wagon. Only one wound went through their mighty armor. We then did shoot the kill cannon into the impulsor, but it plinked off its armored hull. It is the charge phase.
It is indeed.
It was a bit of a lackluster shooting phase, but it is Orks after all. It is the charge phase though, and they do like to charge. The boys into the sword brethren, they're very much in.
Absolutely. Last charge of the Ork Brigade.
I think more than likely that's going to block off the battle wagon from going into the sword brethren. So he'll just go into the impulsor.
Let's try and smash it to pieces.
He does as well. Lovely stuff. Storm boys are already in. We'll see how that goes. It's the fight phase. As it turns out, the battle wagon couldn't get into the sword brethren, but we do have lots of boys.
The Sea of Green Boys.
Indeed. We're going to start off with the Pain Boy.
Yes.
Because he has plans for your Kiergaard.
Does he now?
Plans he has. Loads of plans. First of all, he's going to claw you, though.
I'm using Honor of Contempt on this squad with my rights of battle.
Now, I should mention, I have also used a stratagem for Unbridled Carnage. So my crits go off on 5s.
Oh, very nice.
Which means that sustains on 5s.
Very nice.
Means he's hit you 5 out of 3 times.
That's quite nice.
This isn't precision, though.
That's good.
That's 4 hits. No. 4 wounds,
4 wounds.
4 wounds. AP 2, but AP 1.
Oh, the light of the Emperor!
My earty syringe.
Oh no.
You snipped off my needle.
Oh no.
Oh, butts. I'll get my boys ready. The boys have chopped back. I've done 18 wounds.
18 wounds!
No AP though, because
no AP because the Armor of Contempt.
Yes.
I'm saving my 2 CP for something special.
Oh no. I meant.
Oh, it's very good. That's gone heinously well.
Oh, but
1, 2, because 1 was wounded.
They're big
2
lads,
are slain.
these. Oh no.
Oh dear.
Your boys are bigger than my boys. The Storm Boys not going down without a fight, take down 2 of the Sword Brethren between their choppers and the Power Claw. 1 remains, and the Emperor's Champion.
Yes.
The Battle Wagon charging into the Impulsor, hit it very hard, but it's so ramshackle, it only did 1 wound. Everything just sort of fell to pieces a bit.
Showing peerless skill, the Emperor's Champion cuts down the remaining Storm Boys and holds a vigil for his lost blades of purity. The battle continues over in the center. Kiergaard commands his men to take care of the Ork Boys. The power swords from the 3 sword brethren will go into the Ork Boys themselves.
Perfect for cutting through their vests.
Yes, there's a lot of lethals, because I say a lot of lethals, it's just 2. No at the moment or anything, but that's some good hitting.
Yeah.
To wound you will be 3s here. That's very respectable. That is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 wounds at -2.
I don't have a say, but I do have my feel no pain from my pain boy.
For the Valswall Blades, but I've gone for the extra attacks here just to try and cut through them a bit.
I mean, 4 have survived, but you have killed 6 so far.
The Castellan!
Ah.
He does miss you a couple of times to wound you. He wounds you twice. These will be at -2 and damage 2.
Oh.
Another one dead.
Another one dead. And another one dead.
How many is that dead?
8.
There's quite a lot of them dead.
Yes.
Now, through the melee, the clashing of blades, everything's kicking off. The Marshal notices. He's fought the Orks for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
He sees the pain boy that came from with the syringe. He sees he's calling the shots.
Yeah.
So he declares an epic challenge.
Oh, nice.
A challenge the Ork shall not refuse. And he
holding the broken syringe in his hand.
Just crushes it in front of him.
Beast.
My holy syringe! And he draws his sword. He knows if he can cut the head off this beast, it's the last powerful beast on the board.
There'll
the
be
Orks
no
will
characters
flee
left.
into the night. 7 attacks into the pain boy.
Okay.
It's good. It's good. He's hit you all the time. No lethals.
For some trouble.
Hopefully. You've got no save here, have you?
I might.
Oh, that is.
Right, the pain boy.
Have you got an invulnerable save?
No.
See, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 damage, please, on your pain boy.
Right, feel no pain. Coming right up. 6, 12.
Yes.
He put up a pretty good fight.
He did.
Oh, what a legend!
I'm imagining that's like properly like the end of Lord of the Rings, cuts off an arm. Painboy's like, gotta try harder than that. Goes for another one, he like, pulls the sword in. Lops off his head.
He saves some of his boys for the moment, but he is slain.
Boys look up as he just rips the head off the Painboy. He's like,
The Ork leadership is dealt with. They're retreating back into the city. Well fought, brothers.
An excellent final strike, brother. Although I would argue the footwork was sloppy.
Ha! And with a perfectionist, Kiergaard. Tell me, have we word from the landing zone?
Yes, brother. The Tech Marines have confirmed the heavy fire support is en route.
Good. I want that armor present before we chase down the greenskins. I sense more awaits us within these ruins.
The Black Templars have secured victory in this mission, crushing the first wave of the Ork advance. Their Crusade force has awarded 1 additional requisition point and 3 Blackstone fragments. Choosing to save the Astropath has awarded the Black Templars the Blackstone Compass Relic. The Astropath will continue to guide Marshall Kiergaard for the rest of the campaign, and for every victory earned, will gain 2 additional Blackstone fragments. All Black Templars units gain 1 experience point. Marshall Kiergaard and his unit gain 3 additional experience for being chosen as marked for greatness, and 1 additional experience for achieving Bringers of Death for destroying 3 or more units. The Ork defeat was so profound they gain no bonuses outside of 1 requisition point for starting the mission. But unknown to Marshall Kiergaard, the green tide continues to swell.